the single most important thing you can do in the start of your journey is to leave your comfort zone. Now, this may mean many things to many people, but for me, one of the best things that happened was I actually left my country of birth, that I was living in for 20, 21 years. I left that country without the security of a job, without the security of studies, really without any security at all. I packed up, sold everything that I had, which wasn't much. I was only 20, 21, 22, so I didn't have much, but I sold what I had and I moved. I moved with my wife at the time, and we have we were able to just make it work in this new country where we didn't know any people, we don't have any connections, we don't speak the language, or at least we didn't speak the language. But as much as we went through many, many challenges that we faced in that journey, ultimately that really helped to build our character and helped to see the world in a different way. Now, I'm not saying that you should leave your country, but I do advise that everyone has the opportunity to live and work in another country for some time, to open your mind and to have some new experiences. But leaving your comfort zone is extremely important to progress in self development. Our comfort zones do exactly what they say, they are comfort zones. You feel comfortable in your room, you feel safe, you feel protected, you feel comfortable going to school. You might not think so, but going to a place where you regularly go, you become used to that, the environment, the people around you. You know who you can call if you have an issue. You know where to go if there's trouble. You know who to ask if you need advice. So, staying in our comfort zones has got some benefits, of course, because we've established this network of people and areas that we know are safe and that we know are mostly reliable. But being in a comfort zone really blocks us from experiencing anything new. And the exact opposite of the comfort zone is taking a risk, right? And so it is kind of in our natural biology to try to avoid risk, right? We are trying to preserve our life, preserve our family, preserve our future. So it makes sense that we are trying to find ways to mitigate risk, to not have to go through things. But like our ancestors, if they didn't go out and take the risk of hunting to look for food, everyone would have starved. Now, sure, you can live on berries and fruits that you can collect from the area, but that will only last you for so long. At the end of the day, you need proper big meal to feed the entire tribe, right? And so in today's time, of course, food is maybe not an issue for a lot of us, but we still need to go out. We still need to conquer. We still need to take risks. We need to advance and grow. But staying in our comfort zones and never actually taking any opportunities, never taking any risks, that will just lead to a life where we feel we missed out on something. Now, I'm not saying you should go and take a risk like, for example, skydiving. Of course, if you enjoy that, go ahead. But let's call that an unnecessary risk, right? I mean, jumping out of an airplane for this pure sake of enjoyment is not a calculated risk, right? By taking risks, I mean, try experience new things that will help you grow as a person. Now, of course, is if the fear of heights is something and you feel like you need to jump out of an airplane to overcome that fear, I mean, go ahead. But that's definitely not something I feel like doing. I definitely say that we should get out of our comfort zones to learn, to experience, to take opportunities, especially for financial opportunities, for personal development, to go outside and meet people. A lot of us we're stuck in our homes all day. We're just communicating with the computer, just on Discord, trying to play some games, instead of meeting people in real life and actually learning from other people and having experiences. At the end of the day, the only thing we can take with us along our journey is experience. And now, there might be a lot of discomfort in trying something new, but that is kind of just life, right? You will never understand or know your limits or your capabilities if you never try anything. So it's important to try things that you're interested in. Maybe try some things that you're not sure about, because maybe you end up liking it. And if you don't, at least now you know that you really don't like it. So it's really important for us to get out of our comfort zones and to basically, at the end of the day, we have got one life, right? So we have very much experiences that we can live, and you don't want to get to the end of your life looking back and saying that you wish you were able to do those things. You don't want to say, I wish I could have afforded to pay for my parents' mortgage. I wish I could have retired my parents. I wish I could have paid for my student loans. I wish I wasn't such a burden on people around me. I wish I could afford to pay for my children's fees or whatever they like to do. You might not be thinking about these things right now, as you may be much younger than me, but looking into the future, all of us want to have children, right? I mean, that is one of the purposes of life, is to reproduce, to build our legacy, to grow our name, to further our species, right? And at the end of the day, we need to look back and see that we created a big family and we were able to support that family. And so it's important to take risks, take opportunities, look for things that you can do to improve yourself. That is why we're on this journey, right? For self-improvement. And so stepping out of your comfort zone is an extremely important step in your self-improvement journey. So take some time to meditate, to journal, write down a list of things, like let's call it a bucket list, right? Write down a list of things that you want to achieve. These are very important goals for your life that you need to achieve. Write at least three or four of those very important goals. Those are the goals that are going to align with your purpose and things that you really want to achieve in your life, like retiring your parents, okay? Like traveling the world. I mean, maybe it's overrated, but it would be nice to experience the whole world, right? So have some goals that you need to achieve in life, okay? Maybe you want 3 or 4 children, right? That's a very long-term goal, but it's something to look towards, right? And then write down a few extra things that are things that you would like to experience, places you'd like to see, things you'd like to do. And see what's holding you back from actually achieving these things. Now, obviously, I believe most of these things would be financial constraints. So it's up to you to look at how you can solve that issue, right? So see your desires, your goals, and find out where you can look for an opportunity to step outside of your comfort zone to pursue that goal. Okay, guys, this is a short one. If you like the content, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.